What's it take for a cowboy to get a drink in here?
We don't take your kind here.
And what kind is that?
The wanted kind.
Well, you all asked for it. Hold on to me. I don't suppose we could settle this in a civil way, right, folks? Well, good evening, partner. I don't suppose you're here for my head, aren't you? Say, since you're here, you mind listening to my tale? It all started at the GMTK game jam with over 9,000 participants. Chill little jam to cool off, you know. The theme of the jam was loop, and I came up with an arcade-style game of a cowboy rounding up bulls with their lasso. The player would have to draw loops around the bulls to catch them. Now, unknowingly, I actually came up with the Pokemon Ranger game mechanic, which, believe it or not, I've never played before, so that was purely coincidental. Please don't sue me, Nintendo. Now, an extra feature that I added was that you need to charge your lasso to get enough length to draw them loops. Now that there's a limited amount of rope, players would need to be more conscious of the loops they're making. Making it too big would make them run out fast, while making them too small wouldn't catch any bulls at all. Now, we were given 4 days to complete this. I didn't manage to make full use of the time. Nonetheless, I did up the cowboy, the bulls, and the environment and quickly put together a completed gameplay loop. I also added a black bull that would chase and cause the player to lose if they get caught. There's a lot more features I want to add, like a tutorial sequence, but at this point, I only had about an hour left to jam, and I decided to cut my losses and just submit the game. Wasn't my proudest work, but submitted nonetheless. The week after, I took a break playing and rating some of the other games until the results came out. So, how did Lupus Roundup do? I mean, out of 9,000 entries, it was still in the upper half, so that accounts for something, right? But to be real with you, I just wasn't happy with the end result. But at the same time, I kind of just wanted to leave it be, you know? Just another game that I developed and I moved on. Except, I couldn't. This story just popped into my head about a sheriff saving his loved one from a certain threat. I already had the building blocks for the game. I just had more components, more characters. This new game would be something a lot better, and one that I could be proud of. So, once again, I began the development of Sheriff Looper. Now, step 1, I had to flesh out the story. I wanted a short 30-minute-ish game, so the story should be able to reflect that. Now, Mother 3 was a huge inspiration. I can still recall the feelings I had playing through it. For a quirky little pixel art game, it carried a lot of weight in its plot, and I wanted even just a little piece of that in this game. I used the Jam project as a base and added more features onto it. Proper pause menu, working dialogue systems, and new interactable objects like barrels, jerky, and dynamite. Now, the loop mechanic was going to be the core of the game, so almost every item you interact with had to be loopable. Onto the enemies, I modified the systems to incorporate more behaviors like being able to shoot and even exploding themselves upon death, giving us more options for enemy variety. I done up tiles, buildings, and a lot of characters for this game. For our villain, I referenced titans to have a sort of uncanny look to them. I also implemented a leveling system to give some progression to our cowboy. It should also encourage exploring the areas to find badges to level up. Now, leveling up is entirely optional, but it does make the late game much easier. Other than that, I was basically done. I asked my partner for some sweet tunes and I shipped it. You can play the game for free with the link over yonder. Give it a try and tell them I sent you. And that's my tale. Say, I just want to thank you for hearing me out. Not all the good folks out there nowadays. If only we could purge the bad apples. Keep the good ones, you know. What's your name, stranger? Oh, trust me, we're not too different.